I'm Gerlinde Metz from the University of Lethbridge. I'm a behavioral biologist. I was always amazed by how the brain produces behavior and how behavior changes how the brain functions. So how did I get interested in this field? I was curious about why animals behave the way they do or why people behave they do. And my parents provided a fantastic environment for me to encourage me to consider a career in science. My mother's creativity and my father's way of logic and systematic thinking made me consider a career in science. I started to bug my parents with bringing home lots of snails and bugs that I found outside in the garden and in the forest. And I also brought home tadpoles that later grew into frogs and hopped around our house. So my parents had to put up with all of this. Later on, I started to raise chickens, and I wrote a 100-page essay on how to train chickens. One of my chickens became very famous as it had a role on stage at the local theater. It was no question for me that I would go to the university to study biology, and it was a lot of fun, and time went by way too fast. I used my spare time to study with the experts in the field. I went all across Europe to work with gorillas, chimpanzees, macaques, hummingbirds, chickens, mice, rats, and so on. To me, behavioral neuroscience represents a critical bridge between basic research and medical research. We look at behavior and how animals and people can move, and hopefully this will one day help to find therapies for brain damage.